All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I've been going over my Bootstrap version of the St. Louis Blues Line website that I created. In previous videos, I talked about the nav bar. I went over my cover page, so to speak, my carousel page, and my about page. So what's left is literally what you see on the screen right here, and that is to go over the form. I did a little pagination even though it doesn't go anywhere. And finally, the footer down at the bottom. All right? So let's quickly talk about those. And here was my jump to my form. All right? There was my form, and you'll notice that much of the form is what, that's what takes up most of this section in here. But much of it looks like a typical HTML form. I didn't have it go anywhere. I did make it an inline form. Remember that all of the stuff that you put in here must be inside of a class, a form group, and the individual controls must be form control. I made them large so that they would stick out, but I've got a label and a text box, a label and a text box, a label and a text box, a label and a text box. Nothing new there. Then I came in and said, okay, I wanted to have all of the states. And again, the one that should have been selected is Missouri. This came out looking a little bit funky, as you probably noticed. All right. On here, that doesn't show, although they all are in here. But when I choose, for example, and it should have chosen Missouri by default, it's either not coming in here or it's coming in there, but it's looking really out of whack, so to speak. So when I made this bigger or smaller, all right, see, it's not coming in the way that it should. Okay, even at different sizes. Don't like that. Not sure what the problem is. Have to do some investigatory work on that. Then I came in and added the zip code, which is of type text. And notice it's totally fine to put your HTML5 placeholder text in there. This email, I really should have made type email. All right, so we could have done a little bit of HTML5 validation. All right, and the phone number. Again, I could have put patterns in there where I could have checked to make sure that it was valid. I did that earlier in the non-bootstrapped versions. All right. All right. Our success button, I made it of type success, which made sense. And then I changed the look and feel of it based on, I did the look and feel on it based on Bootstrap classes. All right. And same with reset. Then I added some simple pagination, and I literally grabbed this from something I found online. All right, so it's another section called pagination. All right, it just says page link, and it's not really going, that's the type, but it's not going anywhere. And then the footer. For some reason, it doesn't appear as if my copyright statement is even showing. All right, but all the rest of the stuff in here is. And that was pretty much it. So let's take a quick look at the associated CSS. So here is my sign-up form, and as you can see, I changed the background color. So that line right there made the sign-up form this yellowish. The header, I said align it to the center, and again, do some coloring and some bolding. What was that? That is this right here. Okay. Then for each label, I told them to display inline block. I gave them a width. Again, I did not do a good job in here. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that 1M is equal to 16 pixels. In fact, we can check that. What does an M equal in pixels. So when you look in here, again, 1M is 16 pixels. Why is that important? Well, I made this 350 pixels. Let's do the math. All right. If I come in here, or let's let a calculator do the math for us, and I take 350 and I divide that by 16, I get 50. That's not right. I must not have hit it right. But if I take 350, try it again, divide by 16, I probably multiplied, I get 21.875. So this could have said 21.875. All right? And again, that was in M's. Okay? I could have also seen, is there, what does a rem equal in this? All right? So there's a pixel to rem conversion. So again, 16 is 1 rem. So I could have said here, rems. All right, for 24, I could have divided it by 16, which I believe would give me 1.5. So this could have been 1.5 rems. That would have been a better way to have done it. All right, if I take the 10, I'm not trying to waste anybody's time here, but just to show you this, and I divide that by 16, I get 0.625. And that would have been for that, and it would have been for this. So why am I even taking the time to show you this? Well, if I save this, and I come back to my page here, and I bring that same page back up again here, and I refresh, if nothing at all changes, and it didn't, the size stayed totally the same, that means that I did a good conversion from pixels to rems. But that is much better because rems scale better for a device such as a mobile device. All right. I'm just about finished right here, but there's one more thing I wanted to mention to you before I do finish up totally. And that is this. I don't know if this has ever happened to you or not, but you've been out on a website and you get a link that comes up on your screen, and it's similar to whatever it is you're working with. And it says, click this, boom, 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 boom. Well, I found this site, and I have done absolutely nothing with it so far, but it's called mobirise.com. And it's a company that's out of I believe, the Netherlands. And their claim is that you can create an entire Bootstrap site without having to write any actual Bootstrap code. No coding and free. So what I did was I went and YouTubed it, and I typed in under YouTube Mobirise website builder tutorial. And I found this, which I haven't really gone through yet, a thing by Brian Haferkamp. All right. And it is a series of 27, I believe it is, 28 videos. All right, so I'm viewing the playlist, and there it is. So I'm going to go through this, and then what I'd like to do after going through this is to take what I have just created that I don't think looks very good, that is this website right here, and go back and try to mobilize it. So see if I can go back and create it with little to no, ideally, writing no code whatsoever. All right, that'll be the next set of videos, and that'll end the videos for this particular class until we get to the actual class itself. So I'll be back with that shortly.